How's that? Oops, unit. Hello, morning. How's you, mate? You alright? Not a very good connection. Top message, all message. Top message, all message. Just do that. Right. That's it. Yeah, not a very good connection today. So yeah, I'm alright actually. No complaints. Done me washing. Done me. What else? Done me walk. I like getting up early. It's not early now. I've been up. I was up about 5, I suppose. 5 o'clock. Someone earlier was sort of saying, "Why did you get up so early?" I thought, well, just because I do. It's just I like getting up early. Everyone's different, isn't it? You know, you might want to lay in bed, which is I never really want to lay in bed really. I do for about an hour, maybe. That's if I woke up at 4, then I'd want to lay in bed for an hour. But everyone's different, aren't they? You know, I suppose you're allowed to like and lay in, I suppose, aren't you? Once I'm awake, I just want to get up. I can't really be bothered to lay there. I'm like, it just gets boring in the end, doesn't it? You just lay there and you think, I'm going to get up now. Obviously, it depends if you're in, if you was in bed with someone and you're sitting there chatting and or whatever else you're up to, then it's different, isn't it? But to literally just, just lay there. I don't know how people lay there till 12 o'clock or whatever. Then you want to go and have a wee. Then you go to the toilet. Or do people just have the ability to only have go to the toilet, not once every 6 hours or something? I'm like, I'm always in the bloody fog. Well, I feel like I am. That's just not being old. That's I'm always like that. I've always been like that. You know, some people just don't ever go, do they? Or hardly ever go. I've even washed my liner for my thing. I don't know what you call it. My washing basket. But how organised am I? Christ, I'll make someone a good husband, won't I? This sort of thing, blokes don't understand. This is what women actually want. They want you to do the washing, isn't it? They want you to do the washing and the housework and run up. I'll go and clean the bathroom or clean the toilet after the kids have been peeing all around the sink. That's what makes you desirable, boys to the girls. Well, I think so, but obviously you may think different. There we go. 4 of you watching, only 1 so live. Doesn't matter. Better to know. Yeah, I'm back on my Nutricheck, so looking after my weight. Be interested to see what I weigh Sunday. I'm not going to guess. Just if you guys could just get on the scale Sunday and go, Sunday's my weigh day. I think you should weigh yourself only once a week. Some people weigh themselves every day. I'm like, I don't see the point in that really, because you can go up £2 in a day easy, isn't it? 2, 3, even £3 I would have thought in a day. But whatever works for you, and if it works by weighing yourself. And the thing is, if you weigh yourself every day and it's not going down and you want to lose weight, you're going to get fed up. So you might as well be fed up once a week, not be fed up twice. I'm not really sure why you told me that. It's a bit of, if I ask you about your uncle, probably a good comment to say, is your uncle into boxing? Did he put his knee in the groin? Probably a good thing. I didn't actually ask you that really. I'm not sure why you just pluck something out. Hang on, let me get my stupid covered. Yeah, odd mate. But you're allowed to be odd. You're allowed to be odd. You don't have to be sensible or sane or whatever. You're allowed. It's the law. You are allowed to be odd. I mean, I would say just be normal going on. It's just sensible, isn't it? But there you go. Hello, Radio Master. I don't know why you don't have your name. You should have your name. I can converse with you, then I'm going, whatever your name is, isn't it? But that's my thoughts. I know it's online and people want to be anonymous and you know that, but why do you want to be anonymous though? Don't you want people knowing? I suppose if you're going to maybe upset people, then you want to be anonymous because you don't want people knowing who you are or whatever. If you're going to be, that's the thing. If you're a troll, isn't it? London. Are you the car dealer guy? Yeah. Sell cars. And we have since 1959. So a long, long time. My dad started the business. We sadly lost him in 2023. You know, people say, "Oh, sorry." You don't have to be sorry. It's the circle of life, isn't it? We all will lose someone along the way. You just got to. You don't. I said sort of man up. But you don't man up. You just learn. I know somebody, she lost her daughter, and what she said is you learn to get through it. That's the thing. And it comes to everybody. You know, cherish the things you got, and cherish your mum and dad. Cherish your health. Cherish your motivation if you're motivated and get up on that. You have a question, yeah? I've got to do my sandwiches. Let me do my sandwiches, and then you can. Once I've stopped doing these, I can talk to you. Otherwise, I'm just doing this. I'm ignoring you, and I don't want to ignore anybody. Even a troll, I don't want to ignore. But I just wish the trolls would ignore me. Yeah, I don't want to ignore anyone. But if you're a troll, just ignore me. Not you, but I mean generally. Nice people that seem boring, they're my favourite people because they don't want any hassle, do they? Even the trolls don't really want hassle. If you suddenly could knock on their door, imagine they've trolled you and you literally could knock on the door in the next 5 minutes and say, "What was you saying?" They'd be really apologetic. I tell you, their mum would probably come to the door and say, "Have you really said that to that man online?" They would, wouldn't they? I wonder how many of these sort of trolls, I wonder what their mum and dad would actually think of them if they knew their... I agree, you've got to keep some stuff private from your mum and dad. You're not telling mum and dad what you get up to when they've gone out and you're reading your dad's magazines or whatever. I agree with that. We've all got privacy things. But some things, I would think they'd be embarrassed. I would think their mum and dad would be painfully embarrassed at the way they act. But they're allowed to act like that, aren't they? What's this? Any American pilots going to recognise the names? London. London. What's London like? I think it's alright. It's quite a nice. I like it. I think you've got to make the most of where you live, innit? Why do you not like it? What's the reason you don't like where you live? What's the reason for it? You know, I suppose if you live on an estate somewhere and it's like people giving you hassle, then yeah, and there's very few people ruin it, isn't there? You know, there's probably a few families that ruin the estate. And you think, you know, what's that? I don't know what that is. Imagine if I was a bit of a complainer, I'd be taking them out to Tesco. Look at this I found in your pickles. Oh, just don't worry about it. Move on. Nothing to see here. I will be with you in a minute, I promise, but I've got to do these. Otherwise, I'll spend so long doing my sandwiches, it's ridiculous. And then I'll get to sit and chat to you for about 20 minutes. So about 20-minute chat, I suppose. Yeah, about 20 minutes-ish. Oh, I love that red onion chutney, it's so sweet. Smell it. Sweet, super sweet. I love it. When things are caramelised, always nice. They're really, really sweet, aren't they? I've been banned on TikTok, that's why I'm on here. TikTok has banned me. I must put a little video up and you can watch it and see what you think. I was doing a YouTube live at the same time last night. And people went, "Oh, I've been banned." They went, "What? You've been banned? Why?" I said, "I don't know. Apparently I've gone against community standards." I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? They run the platform, don't they? This is what I mean. If you monetize your channel, you're saying, "I'm going to work for YouTube. I'm going to work for TikTok." They have the power to go, "Oh, we're putting that plug on you." It's the money, isn't it? It's all to do with how much revenue you create for these platforms. I think we should create our own review for ourselves. We should watch each other's stuff. We should comment on stuff. You lot should go and look at my videos, my car videos, and watch all of it. That does me a great thing. Search Google for my business. Click through to my business, but I should be doing the same for where you work, your businesses, your dad's business, your uncle's business, your mate's business. We should all be doing this. We should all help each other out. Even your videos. I should be telling me about them. I'll watch them while I'm sitting having a cup of tea. I'll literally just click on it and watch the whole video. Just watch it. Don't watch it over and over, but just watch it. It takes a second. It doesn't cost anything, but it would help your channel, wouldn't it? But I don't know. Depends on what you want, isn't it? What do you want? What do you want? Do you want people to watch your channel? Would you like more viewers? What do you actually want? Actually, not in a minute. That's it thing. Hi Gary. Hello. Sit down here. What's this? Message L for review. David Solomon, it's blocked your comment, mate. Red Onion, Marmite is bad. Great sandwich making technique. Red Onion. You like peanut butter? Yeah, of course I like it. I like Biscoff. I don't know. I like McDonald's. I like KFC. I'm sure I'd like Taco Bell. I've never had a Taco Bell. I don't know what they are. Obviously it's taco, but I've never been in one. Do you get the wrap thing and then do you say what you want in it? I've never ever been in one. Maybe I should go in one. Don't know why. It'd probably be like, wow, these are shite. But I'll tell you what I like the jar of Biscoff, and you just eat it with a spoon, innit? Put it in a microwave, warm it up a bit, just eat the whole lot. I made a Biscoff cheesecake. Oh my god. McDonald's KFC is bad for you. Yes, if you have too much of it. If you had McDonald's in moderation and KFC, absolutely fine. I'm sure your body can deal with a little bit of fat. It can deal with a little bit of, horse meat or whatever's in McDonald's burgers. Who knows? Who cares? Does it taste nice? Yes. I like fillet of fish. That's what I've been. I don't really have KFC. It's a bit oily, but I think I'd rather have McDonald's. But there you go. Ah, right. Okay. I've never been in one. Never been in one, mate. My body can't do it. Well, then you need to be very careful what you eat, don't you? If you're careful what you eat, you're probably going to live longer than if you don't care what you eat, if your body can't deal with it. So maybe you're diabetic, I don't know. In McDonald's, order healthy food. Why? I don't know. I want to order what I like. I want to eat what I like. I like exercising. That's why I exercise. If you hate exercising, you will never do it. Never. Only good stuff. Well, that's good then. You're sensible. You're sensible. I would say your body must be in pretty good shape. If you only eat sensible stuff and you only eat moderation, you exercise, I'd say your body's in pretty good shape, mate. Your body is, your dietary habits are very enviable for a lot of people. If you could teach people how to do it, mate, you would be worth money, big money. Exercise was Ozempic. Me, exercise. I don't want to put stuff in my body. I don't want to take medication because I think medication, no sugar drinks, water. That's sensible, mate. I drink like Pepsi Max and sugar-free Tango and things like that. They just taste like normal drinks to me. I like exercise, but you necessarily might not, innit? I think exercise is magic for making me fit. When you 25, did you like exercising more? No, not really. I liked exercising similar. I was doing motocross then, so you would exercise for racing. Hello. Okay. You don't have to tell me what you eat. I mean, you eat what you like. It's your. Everybody's free to do what they want to do. You shouldn't do what I want to do. No, I'm banned, Mark. I'm banned last night. Go and look at the video. I put the video up, the clip of the video. I'm sitting there talking about maintenance in my car. And you know what I said? It's a pain in the arse when they go wrong. And that might be why I got banned. I'm thinking I could call you see you next Tuesday. Now, I think an F-U-C-K and a see you next Tuesday, they're really bad words, I think. Do you know what? You don't get banned for them. Madness, absolute craziness. Unless someone reported it. Who knows? I don't care. I don't care. Oh no, that's right, Nathan. The real Bando Kev. What's that mean? See you next Tuesday. Well, put a C, U, N, T. Say that word. Speedo's on. I was charging my car. I thought I sorted my motor out. Motorhome out. Hello, Louise. Nathaniel. Oh, okay. Sorry. Apologies. I've sorted my motorhome out, Mark. TikTok views really good or bad? Good for engagements. I'm just learning YouTube. I'm coming onto YouTube a little bit more. I'm not 1,000. I think 1,000 you can monetize it. I don't want to monetize it. I actually I've got this tracker, and I see it on TikTok, and yeah, I'm all right, thank you. What is it? I quite like the idea of it, so I messaged a bloke, and he said, he would do it for 39 quid. And I went, no, how much is the standard price? I don't want it for cheap. I want to pay. I want to pay the standard price. So it's 59 quid. Because now I will do him a review, and I'll do him. I've showed a few pictures in my car. I think it's brilliant. It's like a credit card. It's got a 2.5 year battery, and I think, wow, that's a pretty good thing. I think. Do I play Instagram? What? Do I have Instagram? Yeah. And like that, I think I don't want any of your products for nothing. I think it's, and if you're trying to get, like he's trying to get this tracker out there, trying to learn, and I think, well, I don't mind helping him out. Or send it to me, I'll show it to you and send it back to you. If you pay the postage, I don't care. It should be all helping people out, isn't it? Gas prices, yeah, I know. Well, it's the thing, the Strait of Hormuz, isn't it? It's the Hormuz or whatever you call it. It's postman bed. What's that mean? What the heck? Um, yeah, I like exercise. You don't have to. I'm trying to be good. I want to get back down to about 70 kilos. Uh, Petrol, liquid, or gas? Yeah, but it's American. They call it gas, don't they? Hello. I like SUV cars. Yeah, all right. So it's sport utility, isn't it? They're probably easier to get in and out of, aren't they? Because they're a bit higher up. Um, Quite a wanted type of vehicle, isn't it? Um, it's, but it's car choice is personal, isn't it? Well, I don't suppose it's just. Yeah, but Nathaniel, would you not say that you'd have been better off to have, if I'm skint today, I must have done something with my money. Now, I think 41 years is 2,100 and something paydays. And I'm going, well, what have I done with over 2,000 paydays? Surely I must have done, because bearing in mind, when I first started my working career, I had no debts, no credit cards, no overdraft. Surely my financial decisions have left me skint. Now, maybe not. Maybe you say, no, that's ridiculous. I don't think it is. If I'm earning 200 quid a week and I spent £201 a week, I'm no good. If I spend £199 a week, I'm in a good position. I think so, but you may not. You may say, that's a stupid attitude, Gary. What other choice you have these days with don't make stations? Don't know. What do you want it to do? What do you want the car to do? Really? I suppose you've got to say this is a metal box. I need this size of metal box. I've got to fit this amount in the metal box, and the metal box has got to get me to my destination. Basically, all I require of a car is to get me to my destination every time. Every time I get in a vehicle, I'm going to a destination. I just want to get to that destination. The colour, the amount of scratches, the wheels, how shiny the wheels are, the number plate, the badge. None of that really matters. Its job is that. If I'm worried about the badge and the looks, that's a different thing, isn't it? But you might have a different opinion to me. That, oh no, my car makes me look a certain way. I feel a certain way if I get. That's fantastic. It's stupid you would afford to go. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, but Nathaniel, you've got to. I don't know. You've got to look after things, haven't you? I've got to look after my body. I've got to look after my mind. I've got to look after my house. I've got to look after my gutters. I've got to look after my money. Money is quite important. I go on about money, but it's quite important, isn't it?
and lots of people seem skint. I don't understand Klarna. I can't get my head around that you want to buy something and have and pay for it in 12 weeks' time. I can't get that. My credit card, have I got one? Yes. Do I like it? Not particularly. Do I owe anything on it? No. I'll use it to pay for stuff, but then pay it off because I think I'll probably drive a shitbox. Um, I do drive a shitbox. It's not a fantastic car, Nathan. It's not. It's not a wow. It's a '64 reg. The number plate, I don't think really matters what it is, does it? If I get to go to Tesco's, I'm not saying, oh, hang on, I must have a 26. I'll just get in a car and go to Tesco's, isn't it? Do you think it's crazy Mitsubishi sell more cars in Australia? Not really. There's just more. I've got more customers there, haven't they? I don't think about it. So I think I wouldn't think it's mad. I think it's annoying that I don't know that say the parts for some cars are quite expensive. I bought some headlights for a BMW the other week, £952 each. I'm like, what? 99 Rev for. Yeah, but you're getting your money out of that, isn't it? You're getting your value out of it. I sell cars, and I think my advice to anyone would be buy a car, keep it a long time, do thousands of miles. You've had your money out of it. Go and buy a pair of shoes that cost you £5 and wear them once. It costs you £5 to wear them once. If you wear them 5,000 times, it costs you £1 a time, isn't it? It's look at Gary. He's driving a shitbox full of rust, and the engine's going to blow up. Well, it's electric, so I haven't actually got an engine, so I'm not sure my engine's going to blow up. 8 years. You're better off keeping them a long time, aren't you? I mean, I think I've had my Leaf I bought in 12 years. I've had that. I think this one got it in 14. So what's that? 2014, 8 years, I suppose. Yeah, I've had it about 8 years now, my car. Um, I think I at least need to have it 10, 12 years, I think. But even then, I don't think it's. If I have it 15 years, I've had good value out of it. If I keep it 10 years, I don't think that's good value, personally. Make England great again. No, make myself great. That's what I'm going to do. All right, Kenneth. Hello, hello. Do I take requests? Like what? This is a Leaf or goated. Yeah, I know. I love the gate. It's a 24. It's an old one. With a Prius. Do you know, look, you just get the car you want, isn't it? The car you want is going to be the best car in the world because it's you wanted it, surely. You can't say, I want a chocolate bar and then say, I wish I had a pack of crisps. No, you get the things you want, then you're always happy, aren't you? Being about something when you pass kids school. No, that's embarrassing. If you if you're embarrassed that other people think you're skin, no, that's madness, mate. That's madness. You should be. I think you're in a very smug position. If you've got hardly any debts, I think you're in a really, really good position. That's my thoughts. You can think something else, of course. Have you got a tester? Because you have. I stole it. Okay. This is not live. How's the battery there on the Prius? Well, they're hybrid, aren't they? They're hybrid. Oh, what do you mean, my Tesla? Um, Prius is a good car. I do know of Prius batteries that have been changed. They only have a small battery. It's not a very big battery, is it? Hello, Mike. Um, but yeah, get the car you want, isn't it? The car you want that's the best car because that's what you wanted, isn't it? Always get the things you want in life if you can. I think how do I get the things I want? Usually I have to save up for it, and usually it requires a bit of money, so I've got to save up. Should I get it now and then pay for it later? No, I'd rather pay for it now and then get it later. That would be. I'd rather get it later and pay for it up front. That's me. Yeah, no, these were a lot of them taxi drivers. Where they were. I don't know. Only a couple of sales go. Okay. They're pretty bulletproof, aren't they? I mean, really, if you bought a Toyota Prius or well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, when I bought my Nissan Leaf, I borrowed 10 grand, but I had it over 4 years, and I've had the car 12 years. So if you work it out that, I got out of my debt a third of the way through my ownership, which I don't think that's bad. And there's nothing wrong with borrowing money. I mean, like mortgages, I think mortgages are fantastic debt. You're buying where you live. That's a brilliant thing, isn't it? You're going to live somewhere. Why don't you buy it? I don't know. Why would you want to rent it if you can? And like your car, if you can afford to buy a car, why not buy it? Why not? Why have finance? I didn't have the money. My dad would have lent me the money, but I didn't want to borrow the money. I thought, no, I want to do it. Do I do lives every day? Sometimes when I fancy it, really. I seem to have been. I'm banned on TikTok. I normally do TikTok on this phone, and then YouTube normally on this thing here, this Galaxy Fold. So yeah, if you're going to get one of these, right? If you're thinking of getting one of these, I'm telling you now, do never get one, because that screen goes. And you know what Samsung say? Well, it's not under warranty. Never card debt, cash up front. There's nothing wrong. Look, there's nothing wrong. If your mate says, I don't know, look, say someone comes in here and says, look, I smoke like a trooper, I do a bit of gear, I drink heavily, and I'm happy, and I've got loads of debt. Do you know what? Great. That person, if you're happy, it doesn't matter. If you're doing what you want to do, it's great, isn't it? I bought my push bike, I bought a Ribble, and I saved up for it. In my times, I said I'm going to buy a bike. I said, oh, buy it. I went, why? I don't want to buy it. I want to save up for it. Saved up, I don't know, a couple of years, I suppose. Bought it. It's like people go, wow, what's the point? You could be dead tomorrow. Yeah, but I could be dead tomorrow. But if I'm not, hang on, what? I would have bought it on my credit card to then pay for it for ages. I can't be bothered, isn't it? Well, you got to be careful. Sounds marathon. All right, Mark. We messaged the other day about where we're gonna see him at five places. We're gonna be Woolwich. Where else are we going to be? Woolwich. My daughter's worked it all out. She's done it a couple of times with her mates that have been done it. And we're going to see him at 4 places, but then we're going to meet him at the finish as well. And I think we should go out for a celebration like, yeah, let's go and have a load of food. What was the fact? I don't know. What fact? Oh, cars depreciating assets. Well, yeah, but if you need a car, if you say I can't afford a car, and even I'm going to go, look, if you've got no money and you want to buy a car, don't borrow. If you can get a car that's adequate for £5,000, don't spend 10 grand, 62. And if you're going to keep it, and there's nothing wrong, even if you had finance, if it's affordable, that's the thing. If you're going to spend, I don't know, 50 quid a week on your finance and you're earning 800 quid a week, it's nothing. Or like 75 quid a week on your finance and you're earning 600 quid, and you got your spare money after you paid everything is 320. You go, well, actually, I could spend 100 quid a week on my finance. I've still got 220 left to, go and buy my McDonald's or book holidays with, surely. But it depends on how much you're budgeting, isn't it? Are you budgeting, and how much that, I don't know, whatever that sort of amount is, isn't it? Yes, I agree. People now probably haven't got spare money. Maybe that's a sort of a dream, a pipe dream for many people, which it is. But then, when you was at school, did you study hard and have you come out with the best that you could do? Or did you mess about at school? You hated school and you unfortunately haven't got qualifications or skills. Qualifications and skills will allow you hopefully to have a better job, won't it? But that's a good thing. But then you must waste money on something. You must have something you waste money on, or your bank is completely brimmed, mate. You've got tons of room. You've got a room in your house full of cash. I don't believe it. We've all got something we waste money on. When I say waste money, if you're into golf, I'm not into golf. I would class that as a waste of money. If I'm into going out fine dining, and you like just cooking at home, you'd think it's a waste of money. If I spend my money on, if I spend my money on, I don't know, cars and modifying cars, and you're not into them, you'd say it's a waste of money. It's not a waste of money. That's what I'm choosing to do with my money. See, if I've gone to Bitcoin, I don't understand Bitcoin, mate. I don't understand it. I wouldn't want to do it. I don't understand it. Yes, do I wish I'd bought it when it was like 2 cents and now worth 3 billion? Of course I do. Do I wish I'd invented Airbnb? Of course I do. Do I wish I'd invented Uber? Do I wish I'd invented an app that made me millions? Of course. Do I wish I was, when I was young, I'd have invented Facebook? Well, of course, I'd be Mark Zuckerberg, probably, but I didn't. I've got to deal with what I do. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, mate. I do. Obviously, it's like it's this price and you buy it, and it's this price and you sell it, and you make this profit. I understand that. That's business fact. Fact. You buy a car for this price and I sell it for this price, and that's my profit. I buy a car for this price and I sell it for this. I've made a loss. I understand that. My business is £1,000 a week. I'm earning 800 quid a week. I'm 200 quid loss. I'm earning 1,002 quid. You know, actually, I'm earning 2 quid profit. So I need to earn more than that profit. But that's my thoughts. You know, I know I'm simplistic, but that's me. You know, if whatever anyone's doing, if they're doing it and they're enjoying it and they're happy with it, you're successful. You're more successful than someone who's doing something and doing really well and they're not happy at it. Really, you know. So make the most of what you got, innit? It's hard, you know. Is it Sean? Is it Sean? Sean? But you said you was terrible at school. I mean, I was okay at school, but I was foolish. I messed about. Now you look back and you think, and like cleaning my teeth. Why didn't I listen to my mum and dad and clean my teeth 20 times a day, 50 times a day? But you don't listen, do you? You're young, you know it all. I really wished I paid attention at school, but I didn't. And how foolish is that? You know, bearing in mind, you think when you was at school, if you was lucky, you were like me, I lived indoors, had hot and cold running water, I got fed, my washing was done, I could go out on my push bike, I had no cares at all, and how hard done by was I? How hard done by was I? Now you look and you think, I really wished I'd paid attention at school, I wished I'd actually asked for extra homework, I wish I'd studied hard. People say, but that's not who you are, that's not what's made you, but I would have more opportunity. Put it this way, the more educated I was, I think there's more opportunities, isn't it? Mad, isn't it? Mad, but you look back, I mean, I don't know about you, maybe you've done an apprenticeship, but maybe when you do an estimate for someone, maybe you struggle doing the work. I'd struggle like doing, when I go to a solicitor and they do you a letter or something like that, or you're buying a house or something like that, you go to the brief, they're pucker, you know, or you go about your will or anything like that. When you go see solicitors, they're just, the words are perfect. And all the words, the grammar's good. Wished I could do that. You know, my grammar's terrible. My handwriting's terrible. I just think, I really wished I'd done things differently. Well, but you've got to enjoy life, haven't you? You're only here very short. Well, you're born, you die. Sorry, you're born, you die. The middle bit, you've got to try and enjoy it. And if you like having beer, have a beer, innit? But when you don't let too much stuff take over, innit? That's the trouble. Well, you say a pointless degree, but my son went to uni, he's an accountant. And I think he's got a pucker job, mate. He's earning far more than me, I'll tell you now. He's earning, I'm like, what? You know, and they go in and have this meeting, you get a pay rise. It ain't like 50 quid a week. And you think, shit, but good luck to him. He worked flipping hard. 4 years of graft. You know, actually graft. And he weren't going out and getting pissed at uni. He was spot on. My son, super proud of him. So proud of my daughter as well. But you know, that's my thoughts in it. The point, his degree done well, but yeah, you are right. You know, I think you're probably better being a plumber or something, or you know, being a estate agent. I think being a estate agent. Firstly, your hands are clean. You're plenty of fish for houses. Hello, can you sell my house? Can you introduce my house to all these people? Can you introduce me to everyone? Certainly. Let's take some pictures of it. Oh, yes, nice backside there. Lovely big drive. Look at these pair of bushes. Lovely. Nice trim bushes here. Lovely. What? You want to buy this house? Certainly. Come and have a look. Look at this garden. Look at the bush. Trimmed perfectly. Lovely. Look at the front door. Oh, by the way, I've sold your house for you. Can you give me 1,500 quid? Can you give me 2 grand? What's that for? Well, I introduced them to this house. Who were your tools? Jared, morning. I've got to go. I've got to go. Have a good day. What's a proper degree? Yeah, we're law. I spoke to a barrister and he said actually accountants is better because I said my son was doing that. He said no, that's best. He said because tax is pretty similar all around the world. Basically, it's a percentage of what you earn. Basically, law is too specialised, and one country will have I don't know, a certain law about something, and we won't understand it. You know, I don't understand humans. I'm thinking, surely if I put everything must be the same everywhere. You know, surely the good things must be the same. If I'm standing in Finland, America, up the Empire State, I don't care where I'm standing, the good things are the good things. Why have we not got standard laws everywhere? I don't know. Do you know what it is? I think it's religion. I think it's religion. That's my thoughts on religion. It's jizz. Right, I've got to go. You remind me of a toilet. What, because your mum went just after your dad had you? Best bit run down the bog, mate. See you later. Was that rude? Yeah, I don't give a toss, mate. See you later.